Hello everyone, welcome to Fablehaven Age of Wonders 4 Expansion Pass 2. Yes, the future of Age of Wonders 4 has been revealed, at least into mid-next year. I'll leave a link, of course, to where you can find this, the reveal video, and the upcoming dev stream, which will be on October 3rd. I will also do a video covering all the new stuff in that, but I thought I'd go over briefly what this is and kind of what this means to me. So, hello everyone. For months you have been asking when the new content for Age of Wonders 4 is coming. And while we said there will be more free and premium content, we could not reveal more. But now the time has come, and we are happy to announce that Expansion Pass 2 is now available with the Herald of Glory as an instant unlock and the new content pack Ways of War coming November 5th. Some absolute mad lad actually discerned this from the puzzle, the November 5th release date, so good on them. And thanks to Scanix for letting me know about that mad lad who unraveled the puzzle in the Discord, which you can join down below if you'd like. My Discord, that is. This is a big day for us, as it marks Age of Wonders 4 becoming the longest running game we have ever made. Yes, Tram Studio typically will support a game for a year-ish post-launch, and then they will, of course, turn their undivided attention to the next title. So this was very unusual for them, which is why I felt it was kind of up in the air whether there would be more content. But I, of course, was pleased as punch when they announced in their anniversary post that there would be more content, and now it's here. Look at this beautiful infograph. So, this, of course, is the video. I'll explain what's going on, and of course, you can watch it yourself using the links down below if you would like. So the first, I suppose we'll look at this real quick. The first DLC is the Ways of War. This is the one coming in November 5th. And it is Giant Kings. The giants were the ones who helped sculpt the primordial world and fought quite often with the dragons, who were primordial creatures themselves. And then the Archon Prophecy. I am really excited for these two things because we don't actually know much about the ancient giants besides the fact that they, sculpted the world, fought with dragons. And the Archons were the Archons, or Highwaymen as they were known in the first Age of Wonders, were holy celestial beings descended from humans who tried to carve a future for the humans after they began to dwindle in population, and that started the whole elf shenaniganry. And we don't know much about them. So I'm very excited to see their return and hope we learn lots more. Now for this Herald of Glory thing, there is some more of it down below, but basically you just get to unlock some stuff immediately if you purchase the expansion pass, which of course I purchased immediately. I'm here for it. So the Ways of War, the oath-sworn culture based on unique warrior codes that provide rewards to those strong enough to adhere to their ethos. Swear the oath of righteousness to focus on annihilating evil, the oath of strife to wage war only against the strong and worthy, or the oath of harmony to try and avoid war whenever possible. I think this could be really interesting, but I'm also a little concerned these could be too pigeonhole-y. To be fair, I have that concern about paladins in D&D, so where's my Oathbreaker? That's all I'm asking. My real concern is this one here, the Oath of Strife, because you reach a point in the campaign after killing like one AI, maybe it takes 1.5, where you're just strength rank 1 and nothing can dislodge you. So I'm a little concerned you could reach a point where there are no more strong and worthy foes, and that could affect the oath. But of course, we have no idea how this works, so holding judgment. The intrigue events that threaten your empire focus on dishonorable crises like betrayals and assassinations. Now we're talking. I'm assuming these are just like the celestial events, just slightly more focus on the whole Oathsworn bit. 2 new forms allowing players to lead empires of strong simians and lumbering ogrekin. We will see these in the images available on the DLC page, but the simians are basically like the Monkey King Wukong, and the ogrekin are kind of like the Japanese ogres, not quite the Western idea of ogres. So I suppose Oni, more accurately. 4 new tomes, granting rulers the arts of discipline, shades calamity and prosperity, each adding new units alongside spells of inner strength, outward destruction, and more. So much more, from new mounts to new music, new ancient creature lines, new realm templates, and an interface skin, and beyond. As usual, streams and dev journals will take place weekly up until the release, so join us for the Ways of War First Look stream this Thursday, October 3rd, on our YouTube channel. I will be covering it. I'll be covering all of them, honestly. It sometimes takes me up to 24 hours to get them out, though, so if you want to watch it, feel free. Coming in 2025, 2 additional expansions will be released as part of Expansion Pass 2. The Giant Kings. Restore the Elder Giants to their rightful place as masters of the Astral Sea. Delve deep beneath the surface for ancient treasure, wield long-forgotten crystal magic, and discover the powers of a fallen empire. This expansion includes a new Giant Ruler type, adds new dwellings and handcrafted map regions to the game, and will launch in Q2 of 2025. So, I think this would be the opportunity, if they want to. This would be a chance to kind of take another look over at the Underground. Because while the Underground has gotten a lot better, it still sometimes can have problems. And mostly this is from the Bedrock. The Bedrock is a tilting mechanic. I understand why it's there, why it can't be like removed or reshaped in any way. But I think this would be the perfect time to find ways to, like, I don't know what they would do exactly, but burrow through the bedrock, or I don't know, just reshape it, terraform it. Just the fact that sometimes RNG can lock your city into completely unexpandable ways makes it really risky to do an underground start. So hopefully that's what we see. I'm assuming that Crystal Magic is the new theme for the magical tomes that hopefully will accompany it. This seems to be the smaller type DLC, kind of like Dragon's Dawn. And last, the Archon Prophecy. The forces of light are yours to command at a grand war against the corruption of Urath. Consult the oracles to shape both your own fate and the fate of the realms through hidden prophecies. Includes a new culture, new prophecy events, and new story content launching in Q3 2025. This will be another big DLC like the upcoming Ways of War, supposedly. And of course, with all of these DLC content packs, whatever they want to call them, will include a free patch update, much like, that would have been the perfect transition. There's an update that is just released alongside the Herald of Glory. It gives the pre-made ruler Cantariel of Gilrad, which is her. It is said that the new age is announced through thundering hooves and beating wings. As the sun rises, the Herald of Glory descends with her envoys, singing of salvation and the arrival of the Archons. Armor set, the Herald of Glory. Become an emissary of the Astral Sea with the Herald of Glory armor set. With the nebulous winged helmet, the herald surcoat, and the adorned epaulette, you too can spread the divine word in style. This armor set's unlocked a new customization you can wear as a whole or mix and match with other items. Fashion Plus, let's go. I am very curious how these would look on Blint. That was the first thought that came into mind. It was the only thought that came to mind. Faction content, Pegasus mounts, Swift Marchers, and the Lance of Glory. The Gaudier of Magehaven have discovered a new pastime, jousting. After countless matches, even Wizard Kings can equip the Lance of Glory hero loadout, descend from the skies, and have your armies ride into battle on the regal Pegasus using the Pegasus exotic mount trait, explore the realms in no time flat with the Swift Marchers society trait, granting you the ability to use Force March right from the starts. And in the Piglet update, which is the free update accompanying this, what would you call this? Herald of Glory. They fixed Force March. Accompanying the release of the Herald of Glory is a tiny update to help prepare for the new expansion pass. We had trouble coming up with a name until we found an appropriately small and lesser-known constellation at the edge of the Astral Sea, the Piglet, and so it became the Piglet Update. Updated premium content ownership identification. This really isn't that important, but content banner is now conditional, only showing content that is not yet owned, and owned premium content icons are now shown in the main menu. Great, but here's what's more important. Forced March fixes. Fix an issue when the army panel did not update after using Forced March. Fix an issue where the health loss did not accurately reflect modifiers. And fix a double percentage in the Forced March. Tooltip. Insignificant fixes, but still important, especially when you now have a society trait all about forced marching. I suppose I could boot up the game and see what these look like, but I'll do that in a moment, because we have stuff to look at. Not the RPG fest going on, but pictures from the ways of war. So, I guess we'll look at the pictures first. They're up here. So this is presumably the Simian. Future Fabe. Zoom. Zoom in, computer. This is the Simian form, I assume so. And you can see some of the Oathsworn in the back. This looks like the Scout, if I had to guess. Would be a mounted archer, but that's probably the Scout. This one might be the support. This might be the tier 3 unit as well. There's something being blocked by our friendly hero. Looks like there's a spearman. If I had to guess, this is a peasant spearman of some kind. A staff that almost looks like a Zinchian flame, but I'm assuming there's a part that's hidden behind here. It'd be cool if it was a Zinchian flame. Zinch is everywhere. I see you. This is a picture of the world. Look at the Oathsworn buildings. Very... Would you say Japanese or just Asian? Not sure. But we have our little hero here. Looking at the UI... Oh, right here. There's a neutral. This is apparently a unique Oathsworn thing. We don't know much about this, but I'm assuming this involves the Oath, or... I don't know. Maybe how tied you are to your Oath. Who knows? We have that unit again. This is a unique special province improvement. Another unit. I can't really see what it is. Might be a charge unit? Shock unit? I'll get it right one day, or I'll keep messing it up. I'm assuming that's the Scouts. Another support looking thing. A Keeling. Keeling? However you say it. We have a combat here. We have a new spell, I think. This holy looking one. And then ignite, of course. There's a giant dragon. A big boy. And this looks like it could be a cannon down here. It's hard to say. Peasant Spearman. We have the Tome of Shades. A tier 2 Materium Shadow Tome. It is finally time, my Materium friends. We feast! Or at least, we get something at the dinner table. Strike from the shadows, blind your foes, and find their weak points to deliver the perfect, fatal blow. So at tier 2, we have Shadow Blade, which might be an enchantment. Shade, which is a unit. This could be very similar to the skirmish unit from that, the modded tome of shadows of some kind. It's very powerful in the mod. We'll see if it lives up to its expectations. Rending Shadows could be a combat spell. Living Shadows could also be an enchantment or like a defensive combat spells. And then Shade Network is probably a world spell. Maybe like an SPI or a building. Okay. The big tier 5 daddy. The Prosperity Dragon. Presumably this comes from the aforementioned Tome of Prosperity, which I would guess is like the tier 4 tome. Maybe a tier 5? No, there's no way it's a tier 5 tome. Probably the tier 4 tome. Unless they start adding dual affinity tier 5 tomes, which I fully support, by the way. This looks like it is a caster of some kind of like a Shrine of Smiting. Dragon, Celestial, flying large targets. This symbol. Is that just mythic? It could be. Radiant Spike. We know nothing about this in Radiant Rebuke. Bestow Mask of Prosperity. The Reign of Prosperity. Okay. Now this seems out of the ordinary. Very nice. Okay, the Zinch Staff is the support unit. Got it. We have a free city of the Oathsworn culture. And I saw this image and was incredibly both perplexed and excited. So, I think this is the Lord. Yeah, it has the little crown down here. Heroic bugbears. Well, I think this is the Oni. The Ogrekin, excuse me. But you can see there's this renown level. I'm not sure what this is. I'm assuming this is unique to the Oathsworn culture, but this hero aims to lead the most experienced force in the world. Then we have Major Ambition. Hero leads a full army of legendary rank units, granting 200 renown. And Trainer? The Minor Ambition is rake up units in the hero's army for 10 renown repeatable. So I'm not sure if this is part of the Oath system, where you can kind of like dictate your ambitious goal, and then you gain renown, which does something? Not sure. But I like these little mini games layered on top of the base game. I think that makes it a lot of fun. And of course gives flavor to the cultures. Also worth noting, over here, there are some passives I don't recognize. Harmonize, Heroic Leadership, and Enter Fire. If I had to guess, the Heroic Leadership is part of the Renown thing? Harmonize could be an Oathsworn unique thing, and Enter Fire could be like a buff. I don't know. We'll see. We have a tier 4, another tier 4 battle mage. The Accursed Trickster. Isn't this just a yokai given form? Has Ghostfire, Bolts, Fire, and Frost, and then the Maddening Phantasm, which is probably a 3 AP ability if I had to guess. I think that is a new unit type. This little symbol here. It could be. And Tricky Escape. Oh, tricksy little hobbitses. Cursed Body. Duplicity. Oh dear. Is this like an evade, dodge, Age of Wonders 3 lucky thing? Oh, please no. And the last of the screenshots is the Tome of Discipline. A Materium Order Tier 1 Dual Affinity Tome. We feast! The devs have heard our complaints that there are no Materium stuff. I can only pray to all that is unholy, or I suppose holy for this DLC, that this is, or there is a Materium major transformation. Please, I beg of you. This is the Mantra of Purification, which I'm assuming is like a 1-hex cleanse sort of thing. The Tier 1 Monk unit, you better believe we're punching. Inner Mastery. That could be an enchantment. Focus Aim looks like a combat buff. And then Empowered Strikes is probably a combat... Wait, these symbols are different. So is Mantra Purification and Inner Mastery both combat spells, and then these two down here are enchantments? Give us the Monastery as well. What does the Shade Tome give us? Oh, nothing. Fair enough. So that's all the pictures that have been given to us that I have explored. Let's see if there's some more specific details here. Achieve perfection. Unity. Precision. Perfection. In battle with Age of Wonders 4, The Ways of War. Embrace the Oathsworn culture and devote yourself to their warrior's code. Deploy disciplined monks and shadowy assassins. Investigate mysterious happenings that see your fellow god tier replaced by demons and dragons. Huh? Lead 2 new forms for your factions, the Hulking Ogrekin or the Strong Simians. I have to play Wukong, don't I? Oh, the Great Sage. This content pack contains a new culture, new tomes, new wildlife units, and a new type of narrative event chain. The Oathsworn Culture, a new culture based on ethical codes to provide unique advantages. The Oathsworn Culture includes 3 subcultures. What? That let you choose what sort of ethical code you want your people to follow. I see. That's how you choose. Okay. Oath of Harmony, focus on avoiding wars while building a multicultural empire and making the world a safer place. Okay. Are we going to see a diplomacy overhaul? Oh, that would make me so happy. Because I'm just trying to think right now, how do you do this? How do you build a multicultural empire with the current diplomacy system? besides just befriending all of your free cities and having alliances with the AI? Oath of Righteousness focus on gathering good alignment points and destroying evil forces. Hey, that's what we're doing right now in the Anubis playthrough. And the Oath of Strife. Focus on waging war against worthy opponents, earn bonuses for attacking forces more powerful than you. Okay, this sounds... The Oath of Strife, I mentioned my concerns about it earlier. Gotta be honest, I didn't read this page yet. But if it's just bonuses for attacking more powerful forces and not penalties for attacking weaker people, that could be okay. We have 4 new tomes. The Tome of Discipline at Tier 1, channel your inner strength to cleanse your units and empower their attacks. Unlocks the Monk unit, Punchy Punchy. The Tome of Shades, Tier 2, strike from the shadows, blind your foes and find their weak points, deliver the perfect fatal blow. Unlocks the Assassin unit. Was that in this picture? Am I just blind? Ah, the Shade, got it. That's what the Dark Elves call their assassins. I suppose there's also the... Witch Elves aren't assassins, they're just insane. Tome of Calamity, Tier 4. Bring calamity to the realm and burn your enemies in cold ghost fire. Gives access to calamity units. That must be the... Accursed Trickster? The way they phrase this makes it look like there's more calamity units. I'm into it. Tome of Prosperity. Bring forth prosperity to your empire and grant your units healing grace. Unlocks prosperity units. Are there more units than... Oh, are they going to make you choose between these? That'd be cool. As of right now, there's no mechanic that, like, locks a tome for picking one. Well, that could be really fun. If in Tier 1 and 2, I could see these going together easily. But, if Calamity and Prosperity cross each other out, that'd be fun. I don't think they will, but that could be cool. Intrigue Happenings, multi-stage story events that bring narrative elements to normal skirmish maps. The events focus on crises such as assassinations, coups, and betrayals, and give you the chance to take part, thwart, or exploit them as you wish. We have the 2 new forms, the Ogrekin and the Simians, and 2 new lines of ancient creatures. Creatures of prosperity, who are dedicated to good and harmony, and creatures of calamity, who are dedicated to evil and strife. Gotta be honest, this doesn't really answer my question. But if I can have a calamity dragon, there's really not a choice, is there? New mounts, the Graceful Judge. That answers nothing. The Blessed Dragon. You can ride a dragon. Finally. And the White Warg. What on earth do you think the Graceful Judge is? I have no idea. And more. New interface skin to celebrate the addition of the Oathsworn culture. New music tracks from composer Michael van de Bos. Boss. And new realm template, pre-made rulers, and the gorgeous world map content. All of the Sakura. All of them. Wow. Oh yeah, this looks like a... This dragon is purple, not, gold. That might be a Calamity Dragon? Maybe this is the judge thing down here? I don't know. Oh, this is going to be a good DLC. I'm very excited. But of course, this puts a bit of a crutch in my plans, because the next series was going to be the Great Blint Battle. And I feel like I have to play the new race. At least one of them. So Blint might be delayed again. Sorry. He is inevitable, though, so... I'll think about it. I might just do Oathsworn Blint. I might put him on the poll. We'll see. We'll see. But this is the one with all the information. The pages are up for the Giant Kings and the Archon Prophecies, but they just have this little blurb that we read earlier. So that's it, really. I'm amazed that Age of Wonders 4 is getting Nippon before Total War Warhammer. Just let that sink in for a second. But jokes aside, jests aside, I am really excited for the Ways of War. I will be there, and I'll be covering the weekly dev streams and dev journals up to the release of the DLC. And there will be a poll once Anubis concludes. Like I said, I most likely will be creating races for the new forms and the Oathsworn culture, and then it would be the Blint battle after that. But you can let me know what you think of that, of the DLC, of the expansion pass. Are you happy? Are you bummed? Feel free to know. But know this, our cries for Materium content have at least been partially heard. So thank you for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you to the patrons and the channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you would like to see our channel, feel free to join the description down below, and I will see you on Thursday to cover the dev stream. Bye!